Hello friends, welcome to the session Introduction to the Universal Humanity. The objectives are mainly the objectives to live in harmony and to explore such type of the content in education. Welcome to the second session where we'll like to explore the concept harmony in self. In the last session we have seen there are the four orders, and within that four orders the three orders they are in complement. Only the whenever the human being is there the problems are there. Okay, but every human being doesn't want to create the problems. Okay, but that problems are happening, and that is not the desire, isn't it? No one wants to create that problem. Then why that such type of the problems has been created by the human being? Then we have seen there are the three different parts where we can focus, isn't it? The first one is the lack in physical facilities, then lack in relationship, and the third one is the lack in thinking process. But we observe whenever we observe these three, the major portion is lacking in thinking process, that is understanding, and depending upon that one, yeah, the one is lacking with this physical facilities and the relationships, and that's why the problems have been created. Now we'll focus on the desires. What are the desires? What are the wants of the human being? So we'll focus on this basic desires of the human being. So just uh, identify what are the basic desires. Okay. So try to make a list of all the desires. Okay. Just take time. Okay, 2 or 3 minutes. Write down all the things. Okay, which comes into your imagination, and then identify these basic desires which you have fulfilled and which put to be fulfilled. Now you can observe that there are the two different types of the mainly there are the two different types of the desires. Okay? One you can categorize in terms of the material, and the second is non-materialistics, isn't it? So we can divide that two. One is the psychological and second is the material. So in material needs, we can observe the food, shelters, and the means of production, the communications, then the transport, and many more. But in psychological, we can observe that the trust, the respect, the love, the knowledge. Okay, so these are the psychological needs. So can we differentiate our needs into these two different parts? Isn't it? One is the material, second is the psychological. And then more briefly, we'll see these two different types of the needs. The one is the psychological needs, second is the material needs. Okay. So how much time we needed this psychological need? So when we observe the different parameters here, who needs this, how often it is needed, how that need is going to be fulfilled, how much it is required, and then what are the requirements. So if we see the second point, that is the how often it is needed, if we concentrate on the psychological need, all the time we needed it, isn't it? It doesn't mean that we require just in the morning and we doesn't require in the afternoon and so on and so forth. So we require it all the time. Okay. But with the material needs, the foods we require only once or twice in the, for a day. When our body requires it, then only we require it. Then how it is going to be fulfill the psychological needs? For that one we require the understanding of the fellow humans. We require the understanding with the rest of nature, then only we can have the trust and the respect with each and others. But for the material needs, via the material objects we can get it, okay, through the nature. Can you quantify the psychological needs? No, we can't quantify it. It requires in its complete needs. So the trust, the complete trust is needed. The respect, the complete respect is needed. Okay. But the material needs, these are quantifiable. Okay. All the requirements of that all human beings are the same. For the psychological needs, yes, definitely these are the uh, requires in totality. But for the material needs, it depends upon the circumstances. Okay, the needs of the material. for example, the needs of the food for each and every human being, that is not the same. Okay, that depends on the age, place, or type. Then the major question is that who needed this? The psychological needed and the material needs. Then the material needs are needed by our body. So body require it. Okay. But the psychological needs, self, we can define here the self or I that needed it. So here we are differentiating these two parts with the human being. Hence, the human being is going to be defined into the two different parts. One is the coexistence of that self and the body, and then we can define these all the desires into the two different parts. One is the physical facilities, and second is the happiness. So if we concentrate this the part that is happiness, trust, and respect, why it is needed? Now, all that feelings, why the one person is needed? So to get satisfied, to get the happiness, okay, and the body which requires this physical facilities, that is for the nurturing, the nourishment of the body. Okay, so we are differentiating these two different parts of human beings' desire into the physical facilities and into the happiness. And here we can observe ourselves, who is seeing, who is hearing, who is touching, who is smelling. Okay. So here can we differentiate the the physical, our body part as well as the self. But uh, here, where is the expectation of the relationships? Okay, can you imagine who has that expectation? So that expectation of the relationship is not going to be touched, heard, and tasted, isn't it? But still, we are having that expectation. And can you see such type of the expectation? These are the continuous or the temporary. So here we are differentiating human being in terms of the cell as well as the body. The cell can be named as a I or cell. So here we can name as a Jivan, and which is the conscious aspect of the human being. So again, the distinction between this self and body. So the need of the self is happiness, the need of the body is the physical facilities. In time, it is a continuous that self requirements, the self needs are required, but the body needs are limited. So the different parameters here taken in terms of the quantity with the fulfilled by. But now we can focus on the activities. So what are the activities of the cell and what are the activities of the body? So we can see the activities of the body in terms of the eating, walking, and breathing. But the activities of the selves, that are the thinking process, that are the desire, that are the expecting, that are the selecting, isn't it? How it is going to shown. So body can show that activity by means of the recognition and the acting. So we are recognizing and then we are act. But the activities of the cell, for that one, we require to know that one. Okay, then we have to assume it, and then we have to recognize and then act. So here we can differentiate the human being in terms of the self and the body, and self is the conscious portion of that human being, and then the body is the physiochemical portion of that human being. Then what exactly the root cause of that problem? Okay. So here we are assuming that self is equal to the body, hence the problems are there. Okay. Just observe this sentence. We are assuming ourself as a body, hence the problems are there. How it is? We want the happiness through the physical facilities. Okay, so we are having the multiple physical facilities, and hence we expect the happiness from that one. But here we are totally differentiate ourselves. The physical facilities are required for the body. The requirement of self is something else, and for that is not going to be fulfilled as a happiness. And if you would like to go with that way, the problems would be there, and the ultimate outcome would be the unhappiness. Just take the one simple example. If you go with the happiness with this rasgulla, hmm, so you can't eat that indefinite, okay, and continuous, okay, then the problems would be there, okay, and the taste that should not be remain consistently. So if these problems, this condition will never get satisfied, and hence If we are having the more and more rasgullas, it becomes the intolerable. In, then now, just now we have observed there are the two different needs. One is the psychological, one is the second is the physical. Then how much efforts we are taking to fulfill our psychological needs and how to fulfill our physical needs. Okay. We are seeing there is no continuity in physical facilities. Okay. Then what we are doing? We are just changing it. Okay. Or we are increasing the intensity, or we are drawing some conclusion, and that might be the wrong one. So here we have to take the effort to find out the activities of the cell, then activities of the body, so that we can assure our continuous in happiness. So first we'll concentrate on what are the activities of the cell. So the activities of the human beings, here we have seen that can be divided into the two parts, cell and the body. Okay. Then activities of the cell, here we are defined into the different parts. So there are some established activities or values, and there are some express activities. Which one is the established activities? The testing and the selection, comparison and analyzing, then contemplation and the imagination, comprehension, that is understanding and determination, the realization and actualizations, that is evidence. So every human being started with this testing and the selection, okay, and then this testing and the selection that get fulfilled by means of the body. So all these 10 activities are these are within the cell. Okay. Let us elaborate this part. Okay. So how that conscious is it function. So here we are started with the selection. Here we are starting with the selection and the testing. Okay. So if you'd like to do something, so first we are deciding, okay, and then we are selecting it. Okay. Before that deciding, we are just analyzing it. Before that analyzing, we are comparing it. Before the comparison, there is the imagination. Okay. So first we are imagining anything, and then we are selecting it. Now we'll focus how that desire that came into the us. Okay. So there are now first there are the two different conditions. One is the preconditioning or the assumption, and second is the sensations. Okay. So these are the only two parts through that one that desires are there, that are the imagination. So preconditioning, that might be the assumption, presumptions or belief. Okay, it depends upon what content we are having, and depending upon that one we are having the imagination. Or some that may comes the sensations. Okay, we like something, we would like to eat the food. Some parts of them is uh, different types of the food or something. That is a sensation. But we are interested to have that imagination through this understanding and the realization. Okay, but now the problems are there because we are having that desire through this preconditioning and the sensations. So this preconditioning, that is assuming without the knowing. Okay, so these are initiated or enforced from the outside. So we are having some assumptions and presumption and beliefs, and depending upon that one, we are having the desire, some our imagination, and depending upon that one, we are selecting and so on and so forth. The same thing for the sensation also. Okay, so these are dependent upon the what we are seeing. But here we are concentrating on the natural acceptance. We'll see what exactly the natural acceptance. So here we'll see. So our total understanding should be there. Okay, and depending upon that what desire would be there. Then we are comparing it and analyzing it. Then we are selecting it. Okay. And now the problem is that we are missing here. Okay, we doesn't have the complete understanding. There is an incomplete as it is a limited one depending upon the assumptions. Okay, and what the assumption is that the material needs may fulfill our psychological needs. Okay, mainly these are the assumptions and belief. And depending upon that one, we are having the comparison and analysis depending upon the liking, health, and profits. Okay, and these are also limited with these parameters. And if this is the case, we are having the comparison, we are selecting in terms of this liking, health and profit, the problems would be there. Now here we are putting up the our desires basis on the natural acceptance. Okay, so what is the natural acceptance? So we should know what are the relation with the human being. Okay, we should know what are the innate orders of all. So we are seeing there are the four different innate orders, and we should understand what exactly that innate orders. Then we will understand. We will would like to understand the true nature of that orders. And once we know this innate and true nature, then we can find out the relationship between this human and the human and rest of the nature, and this is based on the truth, isn't it? So this order is there, all the four orders are there in existence, and there is a truth of that existence. The existence is coexistence. So once we realize this part, once we understand this part, then our imagination that will be based on these three different parts, depending upon that one, then we can compare, we can analyze, then we can have the choice to select it. Okay, so here our desires, here we can differentiate ourselves in terms of the psychological needs and the material needs. Okay, depending upon that one, we are having the analyze and the comparison, and then that the outcome of the such type of the desires when we are selecting, that would be the harmonious outcomes. So this is what the key shifts. So here we are seeing there are the two different types of the situations. One, now we are selecting in terms of the liking, health and the profit. Major shift should be here. We should understand the human relationship. We should understand the innate order. We should understand the truth. Okay, the understanding the truth means understanding and fulfillment of this human and then the existence relationships, and then we should know the harmony in existence. Then only we can find out the what is the relation between human and the human rest of nature, uh, so that we can get the mutual happiness and the mutual prosperity. And once we know the relationship between the human and human, then we can uh, understand the each and every human being once we understand ourselves. So here the our functioning that are limited now with this experience, choosing and the comparison, analyzing and imagination, then we need the shift from this towards the contemplation, towards the understanding and resolving, and towards the realization and actualization. How that will be shifted out? So we should know the relationship between the human and the rest of nature. We should know here the innate needs, and here we should know the truth of this existence. So the proposal is here. So we should understand or we should realize the concept of the coexistence. So our desires that should be the based on the right understanding, so that that will be lead toward the mutual fulfillment in the relationships. Again, that will be satisfied or that is fulfilled the mutual enrichment with the nature, and then we'll have the right utilization of the resources. And once we are having the right utilization of the resources, we are having the mutual fulfillment in the relationships. There will be the happiness is within and the prosperity in family, and the fearlessness in society and the coexistence in nature. So this is what the actual function of the self of the jivan. So first we should have the realization, understanding, then the perception, that is contemplations, and then imagination, then comparison with the analyze, and then the testing, and then the choosing, and then we are having our actions and the behavior. Okay, and that is what we can see. So everyone wants to go with the happiness, and that should be the continuous one. But as we have seen, the needs, these are into the two different parts. one is the psychological and second is the material. Okay. So we have to understand the existence. Okay. And once we understand the existence, once we differentiate our needs, the psychological and the material, once we differentiate how we can get the psychological needs and how we can get the material needs. So for that psychological needs, we require the mutual fulfillment in relationships. Okay. In behavior that will ensure our trust and the justice in society, along with the society. And when we concentrate our material needs, so uh, that will ensure the sustainable and enriching the harmony in nature. But currently, our assumptions are the needs are infinite and the resources are finite. Okay, and that's why the happiness becomes impossible. But that is not the case. The needs are also the finite, and the resources are sufficient for that. Okay. So here always our needs and desires always get changed as we are having the problems. Okay. So here we are putting up the proposal. Okay. So verify it in your own. Okay. So just scrutinize and observe. Okay, that proposal. The proposal is that verify whether that naturally acceptable to you human being and towards this existence. Okay. So what exactly the natural acceptance? So it should be the intact, it should be the invariant, it should be the universal. Okay. So what are the concept has been told for this natural acceptance? It should be the intact, invariant, and universal. And what is the natural acceptance towards this existence? So just elaborate these terms. Just try to understand this term. That existence is coexistence, isn't it? Then introspect yourself. So it is beyond the logic, and that is the base on the natural acceptance. So the process of the self-study. Okay. So you just try to find out that what are the wants or assumptions are there. These are your own or it has been driven by someone else. Okay. So you can see that we have a lot of preconditioning in us. Thus we are carrying desires that are not even our own. Okay. This causes uncertainty in us. These desires, wants, or preconditions have to be verified by each one of us on our own rights. The basis for this verification in our own is the natural acceptance. So now again have the process of the self. Okay, when we are happy, we can say that when we are in natural acceptance, then only. When we go against it, it makes us unhappy. We are carrying numerous preconditioning that are the unacceptable to ourselves, and this is the cause of our unhappiness. And this contradiction needs to be resolved. So now just try to see this part. Existence is not a problem. Okay, it is the human understanding that is the incomplete. So first we have to find out what exactly the existence that is in terms of the coexistence, and once we like to explore ourselves in that way, then entire span of our being using with natural acceptance that can be explored. Okay, and we can see that part. So when a proposal passes through your own natural acceptance, it becomes too fuzzy. We are given a thing that the problem lies outside. When we explore, we find out that the problem is inside, in us, our own lack of understanding, our own inability to understand reality as it is. Okay. So go with this assignment. Just try to find out your needs and desires. Just classify. Okay. Then observe when, when you become more comfortable. Okay. On the basis of natural acceptance or not. Check whether you are always getting the same answers when you self-verify based on this natural acceptance. Okay. Find out the answers along with your friends also. Okay. About this course, what are the concept has been explained here. That is based on the Madhyastha Darshan, which has been propounded by Sri Nagaraj. The content of this presentation has been taken from the Madhyastha Darshan web page managed by Sri Ram Bhaiji and many more. Those are studying this philosophy. The clarification of this presentation is totally lies with me. For more details, one can visit with this Madhyastha Darshan site. My gratitude towards Shraddhe Nagaraj. Okay. This is the proposal for happy, meaningful, fulfilling living for all human beings. A proposal implies that we all need to evaluate it for ourselves, by ourselves, within ourselves. My acknowledgement towards the Divyapat Samsthan. Okay. I am very much thankful to Yogesh Shastriji who introduced me to this journey. For more detail, if one may would like to explore, uh, there are the sessions. There are always the sessions are there for the value-based skill education. If your age is between the 16 to 30, you can visit Manav Tirth. For the school education, you can visit to Raipur or Indu. There are the study centers for the families at different part of the India, along with the Canada. So one can refer Madhya Sudarshan site. Okay. Thank you.